Welcome back, y'all. I just wanted to do a quick before video of this thing before we get into kind of redoing the whole front of it. So yeah, it's gonna get a new turbo kit and the front end's gonna get tubed. It's gonna get a new front bumper, and yeah, I will take you guys with. Here, kind of how they got it when I bought it. It's just got a T6 with two 2-inch pipes going into the flange. Some of these fucking cold side pipes weren't even beaded or rolled or nothing. That intercooler is only like a 2.5-inch wide intercooler, so I mean, we're definitely getting some pressure drop, probably some leaks. Like I said, half these fucking clamps, there's no rolls or nothing. I mean, they probably were holding, but you never know. I would suggest, I mean, obviously having all your shit rolled or beaded or welded or something on there to hold that coupling tight, which we're going to take off almost all the couplings. Ideally all of them except the throttle body there, but we'll see. We'll see how much I want to dig into the cold side, considering I want to do a cage. I got to swap rear ends to get my bead locks on and a whole fuck ton of work. So yeah, let's I'd like to move the turbo right up in front here in the grill, and then we're going to try to keep the, I don't know if that's 5-inch, it looks like 5-inch. We're going to try to keep the 5-inch all the way through instead of running a reducer. I've had a history of running fucking blowing belts this season. I think on longer pulls, when those EGTs heat up this pipe, it's fucking actually getting red hot behind that shit there, and it's stretching that belt. So I really want to eliminate that fucking problem because it's super annoying. We're fucking driving around with 2 or 3 belts just in case. So yeah, and then I haven't decided if I'm going to go out both sides with the pipes. I'd probably rather just go out one side. Keeps it a lot cooler in here rather than having double the piping getting hot. So probably have it keeping out the pad, staying out the passenger side. But yeah, and then yeah, we're gonna get this cut, get all this front end off, and then we're gonna go with the small radiator. You guys will obviously see a little bit bigger intercooler, and then yeah, hopefully redo that cold side. So yeah, let's get to it. Get to the disassembly, and then we'll start on doing the front clip. Have everything taken off, came off like butter actually. Haven't decided exactly what I'm going to use off of it, if anything. Debating or not whether to use that T6 flange, but we'll see. Yeah, this thing has like the prettiest frame rails I think I've ever seen. It's almost a shame that I'm cutting them off, but it's gotta happen. I want to go over with you guys real quick how I usually do these. I just did my buddy's a couple days ago also. I use a 4-inch grinder. I know some people use a Sawzall or whatever works, you know, whatever you got. I just am way more used to using a 4-inch grinder. I think it leaves a little bit cleaner cut. You're able to control the direction a little easier, at least for me. But yeah, I'm just going to cut her almost, you know, you just follow the strut tower straight down. And then typically on the bottom, like I noticed on the new Edge, there's actually a gap here. On the Fox bodies and the SN95s, there's no gap. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's like spot welded there. But I'm definitely probably, just because the way this K-member goes, I just kind of want to leave this edge here, maybe just enough to weld on, and then leave that support there. So I'll probably, I haven't decided yet, just cut off here-ish and leave this little part here, or I'm just going to take this off and then put a new plate here all the way to the strut tower. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes when I get in there. Yeah, and then obviously same thing on this side. Just gonna follow that all the way down and then leave in front of the strut tower on the bottom here. So yeah, let's get to it. It's cut off. I just did a rough cut. I'm gonna go back through and take this on pretty close to flush. Like I said, I left a little bit on the bottom there. I'm gonna take it back a little bit, but not much. And then we'll get it all cleaned up and plated, and then we can start on the front end. Only took me like freaking 10 minutes. Like this side I pretty much got as close as I wanted it right away. The other side was a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get to, but not a big deal. Alright guys, I figured I'd do a little quick unbox here of the Kodion kit. Here's some plates. Looks like there's 5 plates in here, maybe 1 extra. These are your lugs for your core support and the outer top bar that slide into the tubes. A couple of the mounting hardware. These must be for your, I'm not sure, I'd have to look online. Some sort of mounting bolts and tabs. Just a couple, looks like 3x3 plates. Like I said, there's 5 of those and 2 of those lugs. These bars are probably, yep, these are your frame rails. These are your core support. There. This is your front bumper, upper support bar like that. I don't know if you guys can see it like that. And these are your front top supports, obviously. So yeah, it's an unbox of that, pretty simple. Alright guys, so here are the Kodion plates. They're really nice actually. They're like 332, I don't know, I'm not a sheet metal guy, I don't know what gauge that is, but probably like 12, 14 gauge. Oh, if I find a marker here. These are typically how I do these. Hold them up. I'll try to get every edge, right? So if I can find a corner I can kind of line it up on, I'll kind of do that first, and then that way everything is covered. And then I'll go ahead and take a marker and go all the way around this stuff. I won't obviously go up onto this pinch here. I'll just kind of lob that off. You guys will see what I mean. But okay, so I'll probably label this one driver's top. Just leave that sitting right there. That's where that pinch was right there. I'll just go right across. And then, yeah, I might just go straight down on that one too. Like that. See what you guys. That's what it looks like from this side. I'm gonna leave that, all those pieces there kind of fucked together. I'm just gonna burn that all together. I might give her a little tappy tap and bring that little gap in and then just weld it. So yeah, that's that side. And then I'm just gonna do the same to this one. This one's gonna be a little different. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with that. Alright guys, so same difference. Okay. On this one, I'm gonna try to avoid pulling in the bottom here to weld the bottom literally, because I don't wanna fuck with that cam member. So I'll show you guys in just a second here what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, so I got this. Come all the way up to the top. Then I'm gonna just make a little mark where this one is, where this one is. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm just gonna go straight across here. Whoops, oh my god. Oh, Jesus Lord. Okay, so we got that, right? I'm gonna go pass, top. Okay, so I got that. Now on the bottom, I just want to make sure you guys understand. To avoid dealing with that K-member, you want to kind of make a fillet weld on the bottom here, you know? Almost like, yeah, almost like a fucking inverted butt weld. So I don't want it hanging over, because then when you fucking go to weld that, you're going to be pulling in all that powder coat on that K-member. So you want to hold that up just a little bit. You can get a nice fillet weld on there. So yeah, passenger side top. And once I cut this, I'm hoping I can use this right here. And then we'll cut a little piece just to go right over the top, just like this. Honestly. I'll just mark that out right now. Yep, that'll actually be fucking perfect. So for you new edge guys, there you go. Cody Allen fucking covered us. Just big enough fucking plates. That's dope. Alright. Let's get her done. So this is what I got for a plate. I pretty much just rounded the corners where these are rounded, obviously. Typically, I'll try to use TIG any chance I get, but for something like this, I can make the MIG look nice. It's a little bit faster, a little bit easier, especially on this thin shit. Once you get to the thin shit with the TIG welder, I mean, it's going to take you a little more time. You got to slow it down. You got to throw some rod at it, you know. This, this is just mild steel, so I can just fucking burn it on, make it look real nice, and be done. Obviously the moly tubing, we're gonna TIG weld, but for this, I'm gonna go ahead and get this tacked on and go through, tack all of it probably, and then I'm gonna burn it through, burn it on. Yeah, that's what it checks out as, tacked up. I got that all burned out. The top didn't turn out really how I wanted it because I didn't notice there's actually 2 sheets of metal here. So I couldn't get to the sheet under to clean it, but I mean, it's not bad. It just, I wish it would have turned out a little better, but I mean, throw some paint on it and it'll still look really nice. I mean, the trick is to do all this to the point where you don't need to touch it with a grinder. So I think we got that done. I just wanted that little box there, the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna hammer out this side, and I'm just trying to do this Kodion video to the point of where like all the other ones on YouTube don't touch on like these little things, you know. They kind of throw it together and don't really give you a full-on explanation of how or why or what exactly they're doing. So yeah, I'm going to do this as part 1, and I'm going to get that side done, and then we'll go into actually putting the kit on. So, yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on part 2.